Welcome back. We live in a beautiful area of the world where hiking is very popular. So that's why we have on Mairi and Budreau today to tell us about this book that they have had recently published called Kamloops Backcountry Hikes. On the front, I believe, is a shot of Budreau.
Yes.
And then on the back is a cute picture of them as well. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Mairi has been on the show many times. She's a very gifted painter. She painted my picture, which I now have in my house, and it's beautiful. But it turns out she's also a big hiker, along with her husband, Al. And so it's obviously inspired you guys to write a book all about the great trails here.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about what it includes.
It includes, besides 36 hikes and all the specific trail information and GPS maps, it includes information about what to do if you encounter wild animals, what to do if you run into some stinging nettle or poison ivy, if you get too hot, if you get too cold. It helps you navigate. What else? We put some other things in there.
You guys have basically hiked all over this part of the world then. Like all over the southern interior. Kamloops is where you live, so you know the trails here pretty intimately.
Yes.
What are your favorite hikes, for example?
Mine is in there. It's called the Hoodoo.
Right.
You have to go out to the Watching Creek, the old Watching Creek campground.
Okay.
It's 13.5 kilometers from the, from Kamloops.
Yes.
And cross the river, which you don't have to wade to do because the bridges are gone. And there's a trail, a very good trail on the east side of the canyon.
Yeah.
Go down there a ways, and the book says, turn here. And you then follow a ravine up the west side of Opax Mountain.
Okay.
And it stands on the edge of a drop-off. So everything, you have to look up at it as you're approaching it. It's the bottom of it's way above you, and then the top soars straight up from there.
Beautiful, I'm sure.
It's really something. It's about 20 meters tall with a tremendous sized rock.
We have pictures. I know that Marcel wants us to get into these. We can't speak to them one by one, but essentially you guys have chosen some of the photos out of your book. Mairi, speak to some of the, maybe the more little known areas that people might not hike.
This is the lava bluffs, which are on the shoulder of Mount Wheeler.
Okay.
And the Tronquil Canyon in behind there. And the forward mountain here is Battle Bluff with the dewdrops in the background. And this is my hand with some bear tracks that I found.
Cool.
And that's Buse Hill off in the distance with the big grassy base on it. But we're we're on Sunrise Mountain in Barnhart Vale. And this is just before you reach the summit of Battle Bluff, Castle Butte. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of these areas I've not heard of. Castle Butte, for example.
That's Mount Mairi from Cooney Bay, and you can see Mount Peter and Paul way in the distance. Sure. And that trail right in the front, in the middle, that's an esker that takes you right down to Tronquil Creek. And that's from Opax Mountain looking above Lac du Bois and the grasslands.
Hanging Valley.
And that's the grasslands. And that's the grasslands.
That's beautiful.
And that's a gravel terrace on the Tronquil River. And that's one of the guardsmen also on Tronquil. And that's the Hoodoo part of it.
This is the Hoodoo here, yeah.
Yeah. And that's Cinnamon Ridge with all the spires and hardened mud. And that's Lac du Bois.
You guys have taken a lot
there's
of
lots of
hikes.
homesteads too. Remnants. That one's out. That's
the Reed homestead.
The Reed one out in the grasslands. Yeah. And that's on Red Plateau, looking out over Kamloops Lake.
So we'll let these sort of go. We only have about a minute left. I want to talk a little bit about the book.
Yes.
Was there a niche for this? Have not a lot of people, taken the time to write about the trails in this area?
There are books, but they're out of date. There was a very good one that was written by a chap named Roland Neve, but that's 48 or 50 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Charlie Bruce did a book about 20 years ago.
Sure.
And there hasn't been much around here since. There have been books written to the east and to the west. So the area's been bracketed, but nothing has really happened here for quite a while.
So you guys saw an opportunity, and really you've been collecting stuff for so long.
Yep.
You started actually putting the book together in December, and it's already out. But it's been a lifelong collection of stuff, probably.
Well, we've only been here since 05, 06.
So let's call it a decade's worth, shall we?
Yes.
A decade's worth of collecting.
Yes.
That's really fantastic, and it's
Yeah.
all here in one thing. And again, it's not just about hiking, it's about some of the things you should be doing if you have an emergency situation or stinging
Yeah.
nettle or wildlife or
Trail
what have
etiquette.
you. And I see that you guys hike all year long. There's pictures of you at
Yes.
Stake Lake in the snow. Yeah, there's just so much to do here in the outdoors that this is a
There is.
great jewel to have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is for sale at Chapters, is that right?
Yes, and many other locations in Kamloops.
Okay.
It's on our webpage.
Okay.
And the list of all the retailers. Yeah.
Yes, and that's marybudreau.com, would it be?
Yes.
Okay, and we have that on the screen, so this is certainly something you can pick up around town, not just at Chapters, but probably at all the local bookstores as well, which is fabulous. Job well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys, yeah, this is a great feat for you guys, and
Yeah.
you obviously know the area so well that you know you put the best into the book. So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you for being here.
Thanks.
Thank
Susie.
you.
Yeah. Again, if you'd like to pick up a copy, Chapters or otherwise, local bookstores will have it. You can also go to marybudreau.com to find those locations. We're back after a quick break. Stay with us.